winter wind was sharper than usual when Daniel left his apartment for work. Snowflakes floated softly to the ground, but the icy wind cut through everything, even his thick sweater. He rushed toward the bus stop, hoping the bus wouldn't be late today. His office had a strict supervisor, and Daniel couldn't afford another warning. As he approached the bus stop, he noticed a woman standing alone. She was shivering violently, her thin scarf barely hanging around her neck. Her hands were stiff, and her lips were turning pale. The cold hit her like a punishment. Daniel slowed his steps, watching her from a short distance. She looked anxious, constantly checking her phone as if waiting for an emergency message. Daniel hesitated. He didn't know the woman, and in the busy city, people usually minded their own business. But seeing her tremble, struggling even to breathe normally, made something inside him uncomfortable. He stepped closer. "Are you okay?" he asked gently. The woman tried to smile but failed. "I'm fine, just forgot my coat. It was rushed this morning." Daniel looked at his own warm jacket, then back at the woman without thinking twice. He took it off and placed it around her shoulders. She looked shocked. No, we'll freeze. I'll survive until the bus comes," he said with a small laugh. "You need it more." Her eyes softened. For a moment she seemed like she was about to cry. "Thank you," she whispered. "You don't know how much this means." Daniel smiled kindly. "It's nothing." But inside he felt something strange, like he had just stepped into a moment that life had planned for him. The cold wind blew harder, but Daniel didn't regret a thing. The woman held the jacket tightly, her breathing finally calming. They stood there in silence, waiting for the bus, unaware that this simple act of kindness was about to unfold into something far bigger than either of them expected, something that would change both of their lives. The next day, Daniel didn't expect to see the woman again. After all, he had given her his jacket without even asking her name. He assumed she lived somewhere nearby, maybe caught the bus from the same stop. But people in the city rarely crossed paths twice. But fate had other plans. As Daniel walked toward the bus stop, he saw the same woman standing there, this time with a proper coat and the jacket he had given her neatly folded in her hands. She smiled when she noticed him. "There you are," she said, walking toward him. "I was hoping to see you again." Daniel blinked in surprise. "You didn't have to return it so soon." "I wanted to thank you properly." She extended her hand. "My name is Anna." "Daniel," he replied, shaking her hand lightly. Anna handed him the jacket, but then paused. "Actually, I wanted to do more than give this back. You helped me when you didn't even know me. Most people just walked past." He shrugged shyly. "It was nothing." "No," she insisted gently. "It wasn't nothing." They stood there, the morning sun rising slowly behind them, warming the icy streets. The bus was late again, giving them more time to talk. Anna told him she worked at a hospital across town. "I'm a resident doctor," she explained. "Yesterday was rough. I got some news that shook me." Daniel looked concerned. "Is everything okay?" Anna hesitated. "My mother's health has been declining. I rushed out so quickly yesterday that I forgot my coat. Your kindness, it stopped me from breaking down completely." Daniel felt a pang in his chest. "I'm glad I could help." The bus finally arrived, but Anna turned to him again. "Do you maybe want to grab coffee after work? Just to talk more?" Daniel was surprised, but he nodded with a warm smile. "I'd like that." As they boarded the bus, sitting together for the first time, neither of them realized that this random meeting, born from a cold morning and a warm jacket, was the beginning of something life-changing. Their first coffee turned into 2, then 3, then regular afternoon meets that felt like sunlight on winter days. Daniel found himself looking forward to every message from Anna. She was gentle but strong, kind but determined. She shared stories from the hospital, some sad, some touching, some full of hope. Daniel admired her passion for helping people, even when it meant sacrificing her own comfort. One evening, they sat in a small cafe near the bus stop where they had first met. Anna stirred her tea slowly. "You know," she said, "I wasn't planning to talk to anyone that morning. I just wanted to survive the day." Daniel laughed softly. "I wasn't planning to give away my jacket either." It was the kindest thing anyone had done for me in a long time. She looked at him with warm eyes. "You made me feel seen." Daniel swallowed, feeling a warmth spread through him that had nothing to do with the tea. "I'm glad." Days turned into weeks. They shared lunches, long walks, moments of silence, and bursts of laughter. Anna told him about her mother's condition, the stress she carried, and the guilt she felt about never having enough time. Daniel listened patiently, always offering comfort without judgment. One night, after a long shift, Anna called him in tears. "I'm outside the hospital," she whispered. "Can you come?" Daniel didn't think twice. He rushed across town and found her sitting alone on a bench, exhausted and broken. Without a word, he wrapped his jacket, the same one he once gave her, around her shoulders. She leaned into him. "Why are you always there for me?" "Because you matter," he said softly. She closed her eyes. That was the first time she let herself truly trust him. Asterisk, their connection wasn't fast or dramatic like a movie, it was slow, gentle, and natural, and soon, Daniel realized he had fallen for the woman he once comforted at a bus stop. Asterisk, but just when everything seemed perfect, life prepared its biggest surprise. One morning, Anna asked Daniel to meet her at the hospital. Her text sounded urgent, but she added, "Don't worry, it's not bad, just important." Asterisk, Daniel arrived, his heart pounding slightly. He found her waiting near the entrance, looking nervous but excited. "I want you to meet someone," she said. She led him to a private room. Inside, an older woman sat on the bed, smiling warmly despite her frail appearance. Asterisk, Daniel, Anna began softly. "This is my mother, Maria." Daniel greeted her respectfully. "You're the young man who gave my daughter your jacket," Maria said with a gentle laugh. "She hasn't stopped talking about you." Asterisk, Daniel blushed. Anna took his hand as she continued, "There's more." Asterisk, she led him to another hallway, this time toward a large office. On the door was a nameplate. Dr. Richard Hale, hospital director. Anna opened the door. Inside, the director stood up and shook Daniel's hand. Asterisk, "I wanted to meet you," he said. "Anna told me everything." Daniel looked confused. Dr. Hale smiled. "We run a kindness initiative here, helping people who help others, and recently, we've been watching a community project that struggled to stay open." Asterisk, Daniel's eyes widened. "My community center." Asterisk, "Yes," Anna said softly, squeezing his hand. "The one you volunteer at." Asterisk, Dr. Hale continued, "Because of your act of kindness, and the impact you have on people, including our own Dr. Hare, we've decided to fully sponsor your center. Grants, supplies, everything." Asterisk, Daniel froze. I don't know what to say." Asterisk, Anna stepped closer. "You helped me on a day I thought I couldn't go on. You didn't know me, you didn't expect anything, but your kindness rippled further than you imagined." Asterisk, tears filled Daniel's eyes. The jacket he offered on a cold morning had unexpectedly returned to him as a life-changing blessing. Asterisk, as they walked out of the hospital hand in hand, Anna whispered, "Kindness always comes back, sometimes bigger than we can imagine." Asterisk, Daniel looked at her, realizing that offering his jacket didn't just warm a stranger, it brought love, purpose, and a future he never saw coming.